Good evening, passengers. This is Captain Leopold Kapotopoulos, Captain Crappy, at the helm of his competent luxury liner, the SS Bullcocky. Normally, I would have addressed you as you came aboard, but as you are probably painfully aware right now, the customs and immigration can be an embarrassing and stressful affair, yes? But I promise you, you're going to get your pants back, and this time, they will be the right ones. I have a couple of announcements to make before we continue on our voyage to beautiful Mexico. Unfortunately, we are not going to be going to beautiful Mexico for a couple of different reasons. Bad weather, incompetent engineering, and the fact that the beautiful Mexico, well, it really doesn't exist anymore. No. Instead, we will take a slight detour to, well, any place that will have us, really. Also, the ship seems to be stuck here at 40 degrees north, 30 degrees east latitude, which, if you don't know the Mariner lingo, basically means we're in the middle of nowhere lands. Somewhere north of Turkey. Black Sea, I think. As most of you probably know, especially you drunk ones, the ship is tilting to the starboard side. Again, for those of you not familiar with these terms, that means the ship is leaning that way. But please, don't be alarmed. There's still plenty of World War II rations to go around. And there's going to be bingo, as scheduled, at 7 o'clock. It is level 6. And yes, you should get there soon because it fills up very fast. Please contact Patty Hertz, our entertainment coordinator. She can be reached at extension 6669. But please, relax. Have a few drinks while the crew and I start to get our beautiful ship back together again. And isn't it beautiful? It took me a long time to find that Google picture, let me tell you. If you have any questions or concerns, please find our second officer, Russell Tussle, who will be pleased to answer any and all questions that you might have. I will be conferring with our engineers to see when exactly we can expect to be getting underway. So, in the meantime, as I say, have a few drinks, get giddy. And why not go down to the casino and try your luck? I understand number 21, haha, is a good number to try. Okay, that's all for now. I'll be back sometime.
Oh. Come in, Captain Crappy. Come in. Oh, I hate these things. I mean, how are you supposed to get a hold of him? For God's sakes, where is he? Oh, I'm supposed to be doing some stupid report. Captain Crappy. Oh, he's probably combing his hair or chatting up the widowed seniors or, I don't know, stealing pineapples from the galley.
It's not called stealing when it's your own ship, Russell. And I'm not shutting them up. I'm making them feel welcome with my hands.
Yes, and nothing says that better than a good squeeze.
You had a report to make, officer?
Yes, I do. That little reassuring speech that you gave everybody? Well, now all the passengers are in a panic. I have a ballroom full of wheezing old people that are fighting over life jackets.
Well, tell them to settle down. There's plenty of life jackets to go around. In fact, I'm going to need a couple of extras for my dogs.
Well, that's where we have a bit of a problem.
What's that?
There's not enough life jackets to go around.
Are you kidding me? I need those life jackets for my Dalmatian. Phoebe's pregnant.
Look, Captain, if I was kidding, I would have started out with different material. You know, we have a tragic event going on here, all right? I mean, we don't have enough life jackets for the passengers, the crew, for anybody, and including the immigrant minors that we are bringing into town, you know? And especially not for your dogs.
What the hell is immigrant minors?
Minors. They're immigrant minors.
What did I say?
You keep saying minors. It's minors from British Columbia.
Wait, you mean they're not minors from British Virgin Islands?
No.
Oh, damn it. Now we must go back. Turn this stinking ship around.
Well, you have to talk to engineering. It's button 2.
Yeah, I know which button it is. Button number 2, I know. Don't you have a bingo game or something to run to now? And don't forget to save me 3 life jackets.
Look, I don't even have one.
Well, you don't need one.
Why's that?
You're not important.
Yes, I am. You know, I spend these voyages constantly entertaining our passengers to stop them from staring out into the endless sea and doing themselves in because of how boring and tedious it all is. You know, I keep your passengers interested in life. What do you do?
Well, I keep them alive when possible. Now, there's a pecking order on this ship, and I'm not going to let anything happen to Studboy and Phoebe. Now, get me those jackets.
Oh, and that's another thing. Thanks a pant load, by the way, for sending everybody my way. Now I am inundated with requests for surgical masks, COVID surgical mask. I have to tell people, what's wrong with you? We're in the middle of the ocean. You should be more worried about life jackets, but no, nobody's worried about life jackets. Everybody wants COVID.
I didn't say anything about COVID masks, all right? I have no idea where they got that idea.
Tell your husband to keep that thing oiled up. Should be working fine now, though. Hey, Crappy, what's up?
What's up? I've been waiting for operation report from you. How come you haven't answered the screen thingy? And what's that on your mask? Have you got lipstick on your mask? How come there's lipstick on your mask?
And how come you're wearing a mask? I mean, have you been telling people to be wearing a mask?
Hey, Crappy, I don't have to answer to this little worm of a man.
Excuse me?
It's Captain Crappy, if you don't mind, and no one who is an officer has to answer to Tussle.
Hey, what do you... Look, I am an officer too, you know.
Yeah, you're second officer.
Yeah, you're more like Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island. Not that significant.
Oh, yes, this coming from Gilligan. How's the repairs going, little buddy? Or have you been too busy making out with Mrs. Howe to notice that we are slipping into the ocean?
I noticed. You don't do 2 semesters at DeVry without noticing something like that.
Look, you touchy. You'd better not be touching Mrs. Howe. Her family's into coffee, and she can keep me in espresso for the rest of my life. And she loves Stokes.
Look, I think we're getting off track here. All right? Are we going to get this boat working again?
Yes, that was my question. What's the status of the ship? When will we be underway?
Oh, this ship isn't going anywhere.
Why not?
The engine fell out.
What? When did that happen?
Around San Diego. I figure that's when I heard the sound.
What sound?
Oh, the horrible sound of an engine falling through a hull.
That sounds horrible.
I've heard worse.
Oh, yeah? Where?
Bay of Fundy, 1982. We lost 2 engines. And then...
July 2009, Iwo Jima. We lost 3 diesels that day.
Ouch! That's pretty good.
Ah!
Oh my God, what's that?
That's me freaking out right now. I mean, what are we gonna do? You have a plan, don't you? I mean, you're the captain. Don't you have a plan?
Well, yes, of course I do. My plan is to spend the rest of my days playing golf in Freeport. Being part of the plan of going down with ship, that's never been part of plan.
Yeah, well, my plans have been designing women's slippers and clothes. You know, those high heel bathroom slippers will be lost now to history.
And water. Don't forget water. They'll be lost to a lot of water.
Oh, yeah, thanks for that vivid imagery. You should be a grief counselor.
Counselors are a waste of money. You should just buy a good pair of shoes.
Well, I agree with that. You know, I am starting to like this guy.
Yeah, well, don't look like you're going to get too cozy, all right? It looks like it might be every man for himself now.
Well, have you got a life jacket?
Of course I do.
Well, he's now my best friend.
Yeah, dream on, freak.
Look, you can abuse a tussle later.
Excuse me?
We need to find a way to get this ship together.
It's not happening, Captain, unless you find something we can clog the holes.
How about sheets? Would sheets work?
Might.
What? Are you kidding me?
Please, tussle. Let the men of this ship do their job, okay?
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Stay in the kitchen, Russ.
Well, okay, fine. I guess neither of you are going to want any of the sandwiches that I made.
What kind of sandwiches?
Tuna.
Ugh, I hate tuna.
Look, focus, Starchy, focus. How many sheets do you think we need?
Probably a few 100,000.
Oh, I'm going to prepare the lifeboats.
Yeah, not so fast, Russell. If passengers see you preparing lifeboats, they might get into them.
Well, yeah, that would be the natural progression of things, yes.
I never use lifeboats, and I'm not starting now. You know how much a lifeboat costs?
Look, I don't know, but fine. Why don't you just stay on the ship? I mean, and you should be going down with it. I mean, that's what's supposed to happen anyway, isn't it?
Hollow heroes, that's what I call them.
At naval school, we call them losers. And by the way, just so we're clear, this piece of garbage is not my ship.
Yeah, you don't want this crap. It doesn't have an engine.
Look, does anybody know what's actually going on right now? Okay? I mean, why are you wearing a mask?
Yes, Starchy, why you wear a mask?
It's because of all the dangerous chemicals I'm dealing with.
Dangerous chemicals? There's dangerous chemicals on this ship?
What dangerous chemicals?
Amphetamines, antihistamines, aspirin, acetone, sulfuric acid, hydraulic acid, benzene, chloroform, freon, to name a few.
That sounds like you're making meth.
I like to look at it as I'm making dreams.
Yeah, well, look, we have no time for your little hobby, Starchy. We need to get as many sheets as possible, all right? Russell, your job is to get some volunteers and collect as many sheets, blankets, and drapes as you can find, and we can cram into that hole at the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, well, I'd prefer to just get on one of the lifeboats and save my ass.
Nobody wants your ass, Russell. Now get those sheets to the engine room.
Don't
Now,
you mean the non-engine room?
you just do what you ordered it to do, or you might find yourself out in the ocean swimming without a lifeboat or a life jacket. Now go grab some towels and head to engineering. I have to pick out the tocks. And Starchy, stop wearing your mask around the ship. You're freaking out passengers.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, I can't believe this. Are you kidding me?
Say aye, aye, Captain.
I will not.
Ugh, Starchy, make sure Russell doesn't do anything stupid.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. I think I'll just stick around here and build my own life raft.
Fine, suit yourself. Let me know how that goes. And get back to me if anything changes.
Yeah, not likely. I don't think anything's going to change.
If this boat goes down, I'd better be wearing my drowning tux. Oh, Phoebe, what have you done? We've been listening. Have you? I told you not to listen to Daddy's conversations. No, I thought I would never let anything happen to you and Stud Boy. No, who's a good doggy? Who's a good Phoebe? Eh? Oh, don't eat that. That's what passengers eat.